Many in the left, through this radical indoctrination, try to teach our young people to hate America.
Scott Walker warns parents and others in this Young America's Foundation video.
America is under siege. We see it on our campuses and in our culture.
That's why the former governor was anxious to lead this group, backed long ago by the likes of William F. Buckley and Ronald Reagan.
I felt now more than ever we needed to win not just the battle of the day, but the war for the heart and soul of this great republic.
With a dedication to individual liberties, free enterprise, and traditional values, the foundation has what Walker calls a long game to defeat attempts to turn America's young against their country.
You see this with the 1619 Project. You see this with a lot of the Marxist attitudes and others. They're pitting one group of Americans versus the other, and they're telling our young people that there's something fundamentally wrong with America.
How can people and organizations pushing Marxist ideas be winning in the land of the free? By controlling what people can hear and even what they can say.
This total cancel culture, this lack of free speech and the ability for speak out and express their opinions.
It even includes an element of pushing vulnerable kids to question and dislike themselves.
You can't just disagree and debate the issues, that if someone doesn't fully agree with their leftist dogma, that they're racist or sexist or transphobic or whatever the word might be, that there's no respect for people who have different viewpoints.
Walker points to studies showing how some 80% of the students who don't agree still feel compelled to speak in favor of the far left.
If they don't buy into the radical dogma, they'll be written up, it'll be in the permanent record. You see this time and time and time again.
Numbers, however, show that young victims of propaganda can be turned. For instance, a Young America's Foundation poll shows 69% of students would back a $15 minimum wage. After they learn it would kill 1.4 million jobs, that support drops to 52%.
When we start to tell them a conservative point of view that makes them understand the things they're hearing, in many cases, aren't fair, they're not right, they're not just, they tend to gravitate more towards our point of view, which is exactly why the left wants to cancel out any conservative thought and discussion in the first place.
Here's the Foundation's long game strategy. Get their group active on all of America's 4,000-plus college campuses. Expand their conservative influence into middle schools as well as high schools. Sponsor 1 million students to attend YAF programs. And create a network for conservative professors and teachers. Walker's group is also fighting schools that attempt to censor conservatives, as it recently took UC Berkeley to court.
They claim they're for free speech, but we had conservative students there we were working with, trying to bring in some conservative speakers. They put up a barrier that said you couldn't have the event after 3. You couldn't advertise. The security costs were 3 times what they charged left-leaning groups to bring in a U.S. Supreme Court justice.
YAF won in court.
If we can win at UC Berkeley, we can win anywhere in America, and we will. The Constitution's on our side, and we're going to invoke it every state, every campus, every place we need to.
Walker knows it's often hard to get conservatives deeply involved with battles over politics and power.
We're not consumed with government. We're not consumed with power. We live our own lives.
But they need to be fighting back.
Reset. Oh!
If we want to be able to support and pass on to our children, our family, the kind of America we inherited from our parents and grandparents, we have to do more.
Paul Strand, CBN News, Washington.